So welcome back, guys, in another video. Today, our topic is packet capture analysis. So we will be understanding about the requirement and why a SOC analyst should know how to investigate a packet capture, PCAP file basically. Yeah, because when you're working or applying for any job in cybersecurity, especially for the SOC analyst, you might heard that people are asking, the interviewer are asking about if the candidate knows how to do the packet capture analysis, if they know how to investigate attacks in a packet capture. Why? Because all the attacks which being captured through network security devices are giving us a sample of packet capture also to dig down to further investigate to see if there is any other pattern we can see. And even if there is no security control, basically the detection and prevention, however, we got the sample packet capture for particular time frame. We can dig down into that. We can identify what are the abnormalities are, and maybe we can identify if there is any ongoing attack or not. I can give you a scenario. For example, you saw some attack, you saw some traffic going outside from a firewall, but there's no IPS signature, there's no web signature, there's no AV signature, no EDR, nothing triggered. But you suspect that the traffic going outside and being passing through the firewall is something suspicious because you find the port which is being where the traffic is going outside is not known or common. So you suspect the traffic is something fishy. Then how you could confirm that this packet is actually are bad or not? This is actually a true positive activity or false positive activity. Then you can put a sniffer in the, we can enable the firewall to capture the packet towards the particular IP address of the port numbers. On that basis, we can download a pickup file, and then we can investigate through packet analyzer tool like kind of Wireshark TCP dump to see if this is basically a kind of attack or not. So I'm now giving in a sample packet, how what we should look into the packet capture when we are investigating for it. So there are other now online websites which allow you to upload the PCAP files, and they will do the job all for you. And you have to just look for the connections here and there. And maybe if there's that packet have something malicious also, they're looking in that packet capture with some security control solution like IDs and IPS, and then they're triggering some signature on that behalf. So now let me show you something, a website like Packet Total. Let me share my screen. Okay, so this is basically a website I'm using, packettotal.com, and I just click on one packet capture, and you can see the size of the packet capture around by 5.49 MB, the time when it was submitted by the user, that is anonymous. Okay, fine. I can just increase the entries, like now it is 10 only. I can see the total entry is 23, so I will be maximizing it by 100. Okay, so now what I can see, let me just go by the connection first. Forget about anything. You have a one packet capture. So what you should look into the packet capture, you should look the source IP address, source port number, target IP, target port numbers, the protocol, DNS, services, duration, payload byte sent, total byte sent, payload byte received, and total bytes received. This same information you can also see in the Wireshark and TCP dump as well. Yeah, but this website giving you the information on the packet capture, that basically giving you the information on the stats of the connections based on the IP port, protocol, services, byte sent, byte out, right? And we can see the timestamp also, because timestamp is very important here. So now you can see there is one IP address 10.23.1.2.0.5 are trying to communicate on MFRL ports toward this IP 10.23.1.7 on port number 53. The protocol is UDP. DNS. So what do you understand? So even this packet capture, when you will start investigating through the packet captures, you will also learn more about the protocol services and the port numbers. Otherwise, you might not be sure. Okay, this will also help you to preparing the cybersecurity interviews also. Now, for example, you can see the target port is 53 and we can see the protocol is UDP. So it's simply telling you that 53 is a DNS protocol and it is based on the UDP. So now you are getting three information, right? What is the port number for DNS, which protocol it used usually. It also works on the TCP, by the way. But this is a good way, to start the investigation, because if you will dig down into the packet capture investigation, guys, you will learn more about the services, protocol, ports, hierarchy, and more other things. And let me just check the comments also. If somebody putting some comments in the box, let me see that first as well. Give me a minute. So guys, you just have any doubts, please feel free to put into my comment section. So now I'm just opening my YouTube on my mobile. Let me see, do we have any comments so far or no? I hope so, no, but because my time to go live is very bad. But let me see one more time. Okay, in the meantime it is loading up. So first, again, if you are investigating a packet capture, what is the common thing you should, from where you should start? Should you start from the connection, that based on the IP, port, target destination, target port, services, protocol, duration, time, and total byte sent and total byte received. So you can see I can also click and sort by the bytes. So you can see simply when I click on the total byte sent, you can see the majority of byte transferred and received is on the port number 2200. Yeah, so 2200 is not well-known port also. Well-known port is still 1024, 1023. Yeah, so if you can see that particular port number, if you might assume that might be some services running, but 2200 is not a well-known port number. So now if I will check on a speed guide port number 2200, let me see what I can find out. So I can see this basically the port number used by multiple buffer overflows in some application. This is by application, the games. Okay, one thing, when you're checking information about a specific port number, it doesn't mean it always only this protocol or services can used. Any port, any port can be used by attacker. Attacker doesn't Attacker can use the well-known ports, attacker can use MFL ports, application known ports, whatever they like, they can use it. In a computer, we have 65,535 ports. Attacker can use any one port to enter into your machine and to exfiltrate the data from your machine outside. Yes. So now I don't see any clarity by checking on this website that this port is being used by an alleged application. So now I don't know. I have no clarity so far, but I find something abnormal, something fishy, based on the connection. Okay, the connection is going from the IP 10.23.1.2.0.5, and this is internal IP address, and 185.86.151.37 is an external IP address. So if I will check the IP location, let me see. Copy, abuse IPTV. If I find something unusual, first thing I will check only the reputation. Let me see. Then I might check on the version also. IP was not found in our database. It's fine. Let me check on this OSINT as well. It's clean. Again, understand, this is very important thing, guys. If you are identifying any IP reputation as a clean, even it doesn't matter how many sources telling you this is a clean, it doesn't mean it always clean. Okay, you should not trust. If the IP reputation is clean, you should mark the communication as legit. No, never do that, because virus total abuse IPTV will tell you only the IP if has bad reputation, if they had some records about that IP address. If there's no record, they will always tell you the clear. But it might be, for example, if this is a target attack, so there is a possibility attacker using one clean IP address. If you are working in a security, you're just closing the IP attack based on the reputation, then I don't know how you're doing the analysis. Analysis should not be based on the reputation. Analysis should be based on the facts, the investigation, the analysis. We haven't completed our analysis yet. So we find some IP which has clean reputation, communicating on port 2200. There's another IP address communicating on 443. But these are the two majority of traffic I can see so far in the connection. Otherwise, let me say, or different ports, I can see some internal SMB traffic, 445, Kerberos protocol. Anything else? Okay, let me just first. So I haven't bet now some understanding about the connection. Mostly the web traffic, 53. Okay, now I'm going to the DNS. So if I'm clicking on the DNS, you can see the traffic basically based on the timestamp. I can see the traffic all will be going to the 53, because this websites using protocol analyzer, they identify this traffic is also belongs to the DNS only, and that's the reason they are showing these events. 53 UDP. Do we have any TCP? Let me see. No, all are on. This is NetBIOS 137 UDP. Okay, let me now search something else. Now I am checking the HTTP port 80. Okay, I can see this website as MSF INS. Let me search for this domain name also. Clean details, information technology. You can check the certificate also. AKMI, oh my shit. You can see this also holding clean. Okay, so nothing bad so far. Okay, I'm coming back. I can see the Kerberos. Forget about the Kerberos. Kerberos is a big topic. We will not discussing about the Kerberos in this call. Now I'm going to this certificate, SSL certificate. So basically, attackers sometimes using the customized certificates, self-signed certificate to encrypting the connection, so it will not visible to anybody else. So I can see some certificate also. I can see the ciphers, version, server name, Amazon WS. I'm clicking on the PKI keys, transfer file, strange activity. Let me see what basically we can see. Now I can see the certificate issuer DigiCert. Okay, DigiCert, it's not self-signed certificate. Okay, fine. Let me click on the strange activity. Null. Okay, community tags, I can see. Let me see also the community tags, what I can see. Okay, capture contains traffic that leverage and never before seen security vulnerability. 0-day. Capture contains traffic consist with amplification attack technique. These attacks typically generate high volume of packet while making relatively small request. Wow, so you can see the tags also. So many tags. Now let me just click on some other items also. Now let me click on the timeline now. So timeline is also beautiful, right? We can see the communication based on the IP address, DNS, unknown TCP. Wow, unknown. Can we zoom into this also? Okay, duration, protocol, port numbers. Wow. Okay, I can see some another communication, majority a communication around this port number 2200 again. I can see this IP, target IP, port number, start time and time, duration. Okay. Now I'm clicking on this console and on the malicious activity. So you can see here now a network Trojan was detected. So if I'm not wrong, they're basically using this node, a source file in the background. I will also, if you will like this, I will also can show you how we can match the network packet with the IDS in the real time. I was doing it for my machine, my lab one time. If you want, I can show you that also, guys. But I want you to, just like my videos, mention in the comment. You want me to cover on the topic also, I will do this for you. So I can see now I believe they're matching their this packet capture with the IDS. They're replaying the packets and passing through the IDS source file. And source file can detect this particular signature based on the dark comet screenshot upload successfully. Backdoor, backdoor, backdoor. So you can see now you understand. The alert signature says a Trojan backdoor screenshot upload successfully. So basically that machine is infected with a kind of a Trojan, that is dark comet, and basically the Trojan is taking screenshot and that are being uploaded to the attacker machine on this IP on this port numbers. Yeah, this is a clear sign of the compromise. Now how we can make sure this is the right, we are right, this IDS token signature in a right true positive manner. We can check the ADR logs, okay, for the endpoint. We can look for the process which communicating towards this IP address, towards this port number. So you will find that infected Trojan file which basically communicating to this IP. On that particular file, you can copy the hash value and then you can compare the hash value on the other file total. Okay, if it find malicious, then you should update your AV and inform your vendor also, the vendor, that we have this file. This file was not deleted. We want you to create signature for this, so you can now push all the operating signatures to all the endpoints and can run a scale. This because if that machine was infected, why AV didn't trigger the alert? So we should have a lesson learned also. If something is being triggered, being captured by the IDS or IPS, and we check the ADR logs, we concluded there was a Trojan, then that particular Trojan file should be or must be, I would say, detected by the AV alerts. If AV failed to detect those files, those Trojan, then we should report to the vendor. Then what is the reason? Why we should use AV if AV cannot detect this file? So AV, that vendor team will ask you to upload that Trojan file onto their portal, and they will do the further investigation. They will do the reverse engineering on the particular malware file to see how this malware dynamically behaves. Statically, they will do the analysis and they will come with a signature, the string, and the same signature they will update to their AV antivirus. And as soon as you can see this file being executed and delivered, AV will be running in this real time or scheduled scale, and the AV can track this file in the future. Okay, so I think this is a good example, yeah, for the packet captures. But yes, there are a lot of things we can discuss on the packet captures. Is a basic example I gave you from this packet total website. I can also show you this batch how we can investigate the packet capture through Wireshark if you would like to learn about it. So please keep commenting if you have any doubt or if you want me to cover anything. I will do it for you guys. Okay. Good night, guys. Take care. Thank you for bye bye.